Hi guys. Okay, so I apologize for not having uploaded in probably at least a week, maybe a few days. I don't really know offhand. But things have been kind of busy, at least for me a little bit. Just with work and all that. Anyway, this past month, I kind of joined the masses in the sense of Netflix. Yeah. I joined Netflix like last month, I guess. And this is slightly weird, and first month is free, so that's kind of great. If you haven't used Netflix before, that's what it is. However, I got two. I guess that can be normal in some cases, but I ended up getting 2 discs like within 2 days of each other, which is fine. But funny thing is, Scrubs. I've been watching Scrubs. This is disc 1. I'm already on like episode 4. I watched 1 through 3 episodes 1 through 3 of season 1 last night. So now I'm on season 4. Now you may be thinking, okay, did you just discover Scrubs? No, I didn't just discover Scrubs. I knew about Scrubs. I used to love watching Scrubs. So it's been a while since I've seen it. And yeah, I started rewatching it again from the beginning because, for all I know, I don't even remember seeing the pilot episode of season 1. So sometimes it's just better to start from the beginning and work your way from there. But yeah, that's fun. Anyway, in a somewhat related note, I have this app. I've got 2 apps on my phone right now under TV. I've got Netflix, which is what those discs are from, and then TV Time. TV Time is basically like if you have a whole bunch of shows that you watch, or at least a few shows, let's just say if you have like at least 4 shows that you watch religiously. With TV Time, you just go in there, or you download it. I don't know if they have it for Android, but I know they have it for iPhone. So you go in there, and you set up your account, and you have like a whole bunch of lists and stuff. And then you just pick your shows, the shows that you watch. And with each episode that you see, so let's say one of the shows that I watch is Impractical Jokers. And so let's say there's an episode that's on that I'm watching that I can just go into the Impractical Jokers one. I've already completed, I don't know if you can see it very well, but I've already completed like 2 seasons. Mostly. The rest of them I'm still catching up on. But you can go into, let's just pick season 6. Now, with season 6, I've seen all of those episodes. This last one down there, that's coming on tomorrow. I haven't seen it yet. So once that's there, I'm just going to uncheck that one real quick. So if you've seen an episode, it comes up with that green check. If you haven't, like with that one right there, that one was checked, but I just unchecked it for the sake of this explanation. Then it will not have a little check there. But since I've already seen it, if you've seen the episode or you are currently watching it, you press that and it checks, and then you know you've seen it, so that the next time it comes on, if you have like 5 or 6 of episodes of one show recorded, then you can, but you're not sure if you watched them, then you can just go into TV Time and check. Then if you've watched it, you can delete it from the TV. If you haven't, then you can watch it. So it just kind of helps you keep track of where you are in the series, which I like it because, like, in regards to, like, the show Bones, I've seen all of those episodes. I mean, there's, like, a couple that I haven't seen because they either got deleted by my mom because she likes watching that show as well. So I might not have seen those episodes because they're either partial recordings or my mom might have deleted it because she didn't know if I'd watched it or not. So, but that's okay. But with TV time, I like it because, it helps you keep track of all the shows you've watched. Now, there is one show that I've seen, like years back, like back when I was like little, called Xena, Warrior Princess. 80s and 90s kids probably remember this show, but I loved that show. It was awesome, in my opinion. I mean, hell, I even have something from that. It's not necessarily pictured, but I put it in a picture frame. This is how geeky I am. That. I mean, look, it's a postcard thing, and I cut it up. I'm weird like that. I kind of cut it to fit the frame. I want to hang it somewhere. My mom's just like, nope, you can't hang it because I don't like it. It creeps me out or something like that. Either way, she doesn't particularly care for this picture thing. But you know what? It's my room. I can hang whatever I want in it. I mean, okay. Yes, it is technically their house, but it's my room. This is my little space where I can do stuff. And when I say do stuff, I mean it's not what you're thinking. Unless you're thinking like nice, sane, like non-pervy stuff, because that would just be weird. Anyway, put that filter back in your head. Yeah, but yeah, so Netflix. I think I'm gonna be part of the Netflix thing now. The one I have is like $10 a month, which is great because I mean, honestly, like they have like 3 levels. You can pay, I think, $8 a month, but you don't get a lot of options. Then you have the $10 a month where you get more options than the $8 one, but it's still, you don't get all the options, but you get somewhat more from the $8. And then I think there's like the $12 where you get like all of the options. I have the $10 one, which, I mean, it's great. I'm working part-time anyway, so really I don't need, I've got bills, and I just figure if I get the $10 one, $10, $8 would be cheaper, but if you want a decent amount of options, then sometimes it's better to go for the middle one. Also, it's always good to, go with your budget. Like, if you feel like you can't afford a certain amount per month, but you still want to do something, like with Netflix, if you feel like if you want Netflix, but you don't want to pay like a whole bunch of money, like $12, go with either the 10 or the 8, but if you feel like you want to pay the $12, honestly, it's up to you what you feel comfortable paying. Me, I feel comfortable paying $10 and I can cancel anytime. So that's awesome. Anyway, yeah. This is gonna be fun. Anyway, I'm gonna be going to Target with my mom at some point today. Hopefully. Was thinking of going on like doing like an ATV thing, If you don't know what an ATV is, it's an all-terrain vehicle thing. I was thinking of doing like an ATV thing with my dad today. Well, at first it was supposed to be going to Carowinds, which if you don't know what Carowinds is, it's an amusement park, like that border that like is like on the border of North and South Carolina. So like I think half of it is in North Carolina, the other half is in North. Yeah, okay, half of it is in South Carolina, the other half is in North Carolina, I guess. Either way, it's bordering them, or it's on the border. So I was thinking of doing that with my dad on like a day we were off, or at least on a day I was off, but that's like a 3.5 hour drive just going one way. Now, when we lived in Virginia, it was like the closest amusement, well, there were two close amusement parks up in Virginia. Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, which everybody's probably heard of, because, I mean, you got Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and Busch Gardens, Tampa, I think. I know there's one in Florida. But, and then there was King's Dominion, which I'm sure everybody's heard of King's Dominion, or at least most everybody. But King's Dominion was like an hour and a half away, which was fine, because, I mean, we didn't have to leave like super early, but, and it was a decent, drive away. But with Carowinds, now Carowinds is owned by the same company that owns King's Dominion, Paramount. I think they have like a third. I think Paramount owns a third amusement park. I think it's Kings Isle or something. I don't know. All I know is they own 3. Carowinds and King's Dominion are 2 of them. But yeah, so we were thinking of doing that today, but it would be like a 7-hour travel time round trip, and that's a long trip, So we didn't do that today. We could have, but it was just, we'd have to get up at like this park opens at like 10. We'd have to get up at like 6:30, or we'd have to leave at 6:30. We'd probably have to get up at like 5:30 just to, get ready and get going. And even then, it was just, that would take a lot of planning. And I had thought about getting a season pass, but sometimes it's like, we live 3.5 hours away. How often are we really gonna, go? So I mean, I just figured, hey, if I got a season pass, then that way we wouldn't have to worry too much about, oh, well, we gotta buy tickets, and we wouldn't have to plan in advance, because I don't necessarily know my schedule until like the day before the week starts. So like sometimes I don't even know what day I have off, really. But that's okay. That's okay. So I was just like, no, I'm not gonna get the season pass, because how often really are we gonna go? And so it was just easier. Like, I mean, I just figure if I have a Saturday off and we feel like going, we can go. But, why not? But then again, this year, since we just moved down a few months ago, it's just one of those things where it's like, maybe it's just easier for us to see how the year goes. And if we go like 2 or 3 times in the year, then we go 2 or 3 times in the year and don't worry about it. But if we decide we want to go more, then maybe the season pass could be worth it. But it's just one of those things where it's like, you move to a new area, let's just see. But yeah, so, and then we were gonna go mudding on or I guess mudding. I don't know if ATVs would be grouped into the whole mudding experience. I know you usually do it with Jeep Wranglers, or at least cars that are made for that kind of thing, I guess. But anyway, we were gonna do that today. My dad and I were gonna do that today, but that they were full, so we're doing that tomorrow morning before I go to work. It's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be fun because I've never done ATV before. Zip lining though, I did zip lining. That was awesome. Did that in Alaska, and I had a little zip line at my house back in Virginia, way back when, like when I was little. So yeah, that was awesome. What else? But yeah, I'm probably gonna go shopping today at some point. Yeah. Well, I say shopping, but it's more. I'm going to a baby shower because my cousin's wife is having twins, which is awesome. But so since she's having twins, we have to get like at least 2 of some things, 1 of others. But so my mom and I are kind of helping out with one of the games that they're doing. And so we have to get some of the stuff, or at least some of the rest of the stuff for the game. So it's awesome. It's great. So we got to go to Target, get the rest of that stuff. Yeah. This is not usually white. I put glow-in-the-dark duct tape on it. I know, glowing. We're probably thinking, why glow-in-the-dark duct tape? Why not? I mean, it's cool. I mean, you're probably wondering, isn't that a little childish for you to have glow-in-the-dark stuff? Hey, you know what? I got some of this duct tape on a couple of light switches because when I'm in my room, I don't, if my shades are down like they are right now, it's completely dark in this room when I do that. So I can't exactly see the light switches. So the only reason why I have the glow-in-the-dark tape on there is so that I can see them at night. I'd originally gotten it because, again, at night, whenever I'm coming up the stairs, it's kind of hard to see because I could turn the light on, but what if I woke up because, I wanted to get something to drink, and it's coming up. There's no outlet in my little stairwell thing, so I can't exactly have a nightlight there. Well, I could, but when they built the house, it didn't occur to me to put one there. So I originally got the duct tape so that I could just like take a little strip and like put it like above each step just so I could see. But now I'm thinking that might not necessarily be a good idea because it's duct tape. Now if they had like masking tape that was glow in the dark, which I'm sure they do, but I haven't found any. But if there is any glow in the dark masking tape, I might get it and do that. Just so I can see going up the stairs at night. Worst case scenario, I just get, glow in the dark paint and just paint like little squares or something. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, anyway, I might go shopping at some point. Not entirely sure what I'd be getting aside from the baby shower stuff. Yeah, I know, I'm playing with random things on my desk. It happens. Sometimes you just gotta play with stuff. This is one of those laser pointer things with tablet thing on the end. Did I use it, or do I use it not as often as I probably could have. I originally got this because in one of my, like I said in one of my previous videos, I had a cat. And, oh, my nose itches. And so I got it partly because it had the laser pointer. And I could play with her, with it. And it's battery operated. I don't know where the batteries went, honestly. But, oh, and it also has a pen, too. So it's, I think the batteries died. Either the batteries died or I lost the batteries. I think the batteries died and then I just lost them. That could be it. So I never got the laser pointer and light fixed, but yeah, I got it because it was like multi-purpose. I could play with my cat, I could write stuff, and I could fiddle around on my tablet all at the same time. Well, tablet, I say tablet, but it's really my iPad. But yeah, I'm just fiddling with things on here now. I think part of me is kind of stalling, but yeah. Oh, I got bit by a dog like last week on the head. I'd show you, but hair's covering it. He got me like right back there. It was an Akita. Don't get me wrong, Akitas are nice looking dogs, and I'm sure they're great dogs, but they're just one-person dogs. Like I'm sure they do great with families or with other people, which they do great. It's my mistake. I grabbed the dog by the tail. Probably shouldn't have done it. I stumbled. I startled him. He turned around, got me, and was like, "Hey, you startled me. Don't do that again." It was a warning thing. It wasn't. I'm fine though. I'm on antibiotics. Take my last dose tomorrow morning. So I'm almost off the antibiotics. But still, it was just, ow. Like, it hurt the first couple of days. And so I have a whole bunch of these bandanas. So the first few days I was wearing at least a couple, I was wearing one for one or two for a couple of days just to kind of protect it, and then that way if I had an itch or something I wouldn't be scratching the hell out of my head. So that, and then because if I wasn't, I would be scratching it and it would get even worse. So I just figured I'd wear that, and then that way if I had an itch, then I could still scratch, but I wouldn't be getting it any more infected than it already was. So, but it's healing up nicely. The scabs are pretty much gone. I can't really see them because they're on the back of my head, but oh, I also scraped the hell out of my leg too when that happened. But thankfully that could be easily treated with Neosporin. Just clean it up and put Neosporin on it and you're fine. And that's healing up pretty nicely. So I'm just glad it's scabbed up. Anyway. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do today. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have fun. Now I think I'm just stalling and it's gotten blurry, but that's okay. But yeah, I will try to make another video of stuff I got if I got stuff. Try to make a video at least sometime later this week. Okay, awesome. So yeah, if I make one tomorrow, I might not. I might make one tomorrow. I might not. It depends. We'll just see how tomorrow goes. Because I have to work tomorrow afternoon anyway, so I might not have time. But yeah, this is a very late, much needed video that needed to happen because I'm still alive. Okay, so I have to go finish getting ready for stuff, for shopping. So I will see you guys later. Bye.